literally, no, down with it.
You're
Saying,
messing
you're
with the
mashing
peas.
this up. Like, everyone is in trouble. And it's like, this right now, you're not doing what you're meant to do.
What's that conversation like when he's there? Because he goes down and the referee kneels down right in his face and starts counting. What's the energy saying? I'm like, oh.
Bruv, big man, shape it up. Big man, don't f this up. Listen, they will kill us.
All right, yeah, no, I'm back.
You better be back, fam, because they will kill us. This is what I'm saying. They will kill us.
That's right.
This is how mad it is. And I didn't know this, bro.
And the last one was just to buy 2 judges.
Yeah.
To secure.
Sometimes 1. 2 is perfect.
2 if you know it's going the distance.
Yep. Yeah.
But
then, so I watched that and I just said, because we talk about this integrity thing.
Look, I can do it like money made, glamorous ting. 12 round unanimous ting. Casual fans on an analyst ting. That ain't KG and Travis's ting. That's undefeated, undisputed like Lennox. Do it on point, jab your head off. Who tried to say that AJ fell off? Must have never had Nigerian jello.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Undefeated podcast.
The only podcast with 2 undefeated fighters.
Chatting it up. Bro, what's your tail of the tape, fam?
Big man, listen, I'm 0-0, fam. But don't get it twisted, I did mash up Steve Buns, fam. We don't forget that, fam. The North doesn't forget, fam. So really, I'm 1-0, but I don't put that in my, because it was light work. You get me? That's like counting, when you score that, like Power League, fam. You don't do that, fam. But what I'm going to say is I'm 0-0, never fought, never lost. If I did, someone gets knocked out, and it's not me.
Respect it, bro.
But big man, hurt word on the streets, fam.
Boy.
There's a lot of mumblings, fam.
Swear up.
Man, them are talking about your record.
Bro.
They want to know what it is, fam.
Listen.
Just tell people what we're saying right now.
2-0.
You did that.
50% knockout rate.
Come on.
Half the men that entered the ring with me.
What happened?
They left on their back. But listen, I got even something to say. Bro, I got a beef with Anthony Yard, fam.
Oh, snap.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't expect this.
Oh, nah, neither did I, fam. Man copied my whole flow, bro.
He copied your whole flow.
My whole flow, bro.
No, tell the truth.
Listen, I don't want to, I don't want to speculate. I got the evidence in 4K.
4K.
I caught the brother in 4K. So, obviously, I've had my fight.
Yeah.
Knocked my guy out.
You did that.
In a wonderful way.
50% knockout ratio.
There was even the way I turned and walked away from the KO.
Yep.
And then I'm looking at Anthony Yard highlights. And I've seen
You're lying.
He's done the exact same shot, the exact same walk away. So I had to put the video back to back.
I need to see it.
There we go. In 4K.
Okay.
There's
the
me.
ring. Bow!
Landed the right, looked him down, and walked away like I didn't care. Yeah?
There you go.
Here's Yard. Sizes him up. Lands the right, looks at him, walks away like he don't care. Fam!
No.
He stole my whole flow!
He stole your whole flow, fam. This is what I'm saying about pay the content creators, fam. Listen, equity is key.
Equity is key.
Because you did that.
He stole my content, bro. That's insane. I pieced it together and I was like, raw. He owes me money.
In the end, if you think about it, you created the boxing walk-off. Even though boxing's been around for time, let's really break this down.
I branded it.
You branded it, fam. You did that.
Just saying.
Bro, you went through that so we didn't have to go through that, fam. This is how bad it is, fam. It's crazy in these streets. But anyway, bro,
it's a big week, man.
It's a big week. I am so excited because when people start listening to this, Wilder and Fury would have already met. Yeah? And I'm predicting a madness. Tomorrow, it's going to be literally, I'm predicting people are going to be listening to this like, oh my God, KG Stradamus, bruv.
KD Stradamus.
KG Stradamus, fam, because I'm predicting, think about it.
Go on,
the guy that has been stopping me from proceeding with my career, the Egway form guy, because if he doesn't keep the energy, if he doesn't treat him, it's going to look very fishy.
I reckon here's how I think the energy's going to go. Fury's going to get loud as always. I think Wilder's going to say a few things, but it's not going to get crazy.
It can't happen. Because if you're, just imagine, you come face to face with the guy that cheated you. You come face to face with the guy that tried to cancel your thing. And the only reason we're here right now is because of court or arbitration. And I'm the one that brought you back into the game. Then you tried to leave me for dead.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
My energy has to be on 100, and I want to see that energy because I love this.
I just think with the embarrassment of a loss the way it happened, when he took the silent approach in this time in between. He's
Yep.
only been speaking recently. If he goes to just keeping it low key, I think that's more impactful.
But what if I believe I didn't lose? What if I believe I'm sitting across the room
Then it's-
from the man that cheated me?
Then it's gonna get nuts.
It has to go down. And if it doesn't go down, listen, I always look at Wilder with a side eye anyway. But the side eye I have to lie down sideways and then look at him, because that's the only way I could be like, bro, you're total fugazi right now.
I hate
And
you, man.
even though listen, check this out. I know that Wilder's chatting rubbish, but because he believes in the rubbish, I want to see him act out. I want to see him stay to the role. Like, don't drop character. I'm committed to what you're saying it is.
What's the best way to get into Fury's head then?
No, you go there.
I'm
and
telling you, silence is the way.
it can't be.
I promise you.
It
bro.
is a good way.
It is
but
the way.
But then just imagine if I'm the new Muhammad Ali, yeah, according to people,
Malik Scott.
yeah. If I'm the new Muhammad Ali weren't quiet, fam. He spoke to the people. He said, wait, hold on. I get more trouble over here than what those guys done for me over there. Do you see what I'm saying? He would talk at all moments. So if this guy is really the new rebranded Ali, yeah, he's got to say.
Boy, let's see, man. Let's get into the comments.
All right, let's go.
Got one from Adam Qayyum. Big up KG and Travis, always stepping up. By the way, what's your analysis and take of AJ versus Usyk? How do you see the fight going? Is it a huge risk for AJ?
You know what? I saw some tape actually. We can talk about this right now. Wasn't one of those things on the docket. I saw some tape about this, and a motto actually called in and said, "Hey guys, like, don't just overlook this fight." Little parts of me wants to agree. The footwork and how quickly Usyk can assess where the range, what a fighter can do, if he's dangerous enough, and just to stop the skills that he has. But the problem with Usyk right now is we're not talking about inexperienced AJ. He's fighting AJ that is, I wouldn't say he's as cumbersome as before. I would say AJ is developed, skill based. Even after the Ruiz thing, he learned a lot from that, and he had to learn a lot from that Ruiz fight. Even the way he even changed his training. I think he added someone to the training camp.
That's right.
AJ's a different fighter. AJ's not the same AJ that you would have said maybe 2 or 3 before the Ruiz loss. I would have said, hey, this is a real banana skin.
Yeah.
Now I say where it is technically tough, I don't see it as a major banana skin because of what AJ, again, he's added skill along with the power that he already has.
Yeah.
Now, will he be able to hit Usyk? Will Usyk be able to stay elusive?
Yes, he
is
will.
a question. Go
yes,
on.
he will. And
Over to you.
Why I say that is because people underestimate AJ's skills. I know
Yes.
you're giving credit to the skills, but people and their opinions of how this fight is going to go, people massively underrate his skills.
They do.
They have him down as some lumbering heavyweight. Basically, their perspective of AJ is still from 3 to 4 years ago.
Yes.
They've got him down as the guy that just is big, he loads up on all his punches and goes for the KO consistently.
Yep.
They're not really acknowledging what they saw in the Ruiz rematch or what they saw in the Pulev fight.
And that was a different
All
AJ.
they're gonna do is say, "Oh, he didn't stop Pulev when he could have." So what? Was he ever in any danger? Was there ever a risk of Pulev getting back into the fight? No to both.
Yep.
So you're looking at a guy who's more controlled, more measured, still has concussive knockout power.
Yes.
So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, all right, cool. So now let's look at Usyk. People keep dragging up this old highlight of Usyk dealing with Joyce, just making him walk onto shots. Didn't hurt Joyce.
Yep.
Landed clean shots, granted. Right?
Granted.
So he got busy, absolutely.
Yeah.
But Joyce back then isn't Joyce today. I think he has issues with Joyce of today anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a different conversation. He is now bulked up. He's probably put on about, was it 20 pounds or 30 pounds?
Yep.
In this attempt to, mix with the heavyweights. How do you think that's
He has
going
to
to affect
carry
him?
that. He has to carry
He
that
has
and
to
move
carry
with
that on
That's
that body. So now we're looking at him. I'm thinking to myself, are you attempting to put power on? Because
Yep.
that's kind of not how power works. Yeah? Like, you don't just gain power because you're heavier. Naturally, all punches are going to be heavy, but you slowed yourself down. So that little half a step of speed advantage that you had over these bigger guys, now that's starting to slowly get a bit closer. So now you're now in, striking range. When you fought Chisora, you should never have been landed. Chisora should never have landed the shots he did. He did. AJ is going to be able to land.
He's going to
so
land.
we're going to find out.
And then body shots as well that AJ's throwing, the uppercuts
Absolutely.
and stuff. It is going to be...
We're going to find out if you have the punch resistance at heavyweight. Yeah, because it's all well to plan for 12, but this ain't the welterweight division where you can be like, yeah, he can get to 12. You're going to have to mix it at some point.
Yeah. Here we go. So I'm going to read the Soulstar thing, and we're going to come back to that because I really want to get into this. Dubois is a... Soulstar 89 says, Dubois is a young, experienced fighter. Stop rushing kids. I said from day one he shouldn't be rushed. Let him gain experience and then wait until AJ, Wilder, Fury, Wyatt retire. He should have gone to the Olympics to gain that experience. Now due to being rushed, he's got massive holes. And I agree with that totally. But this is what I want to talk about actually, Trev. You mentioned AJ Usyk, and where we taking skill and we taking power. Watching the documentary recently with me and you been watching, sent it to the group. Rubes, big up yourself. It's just talking about the money, you know. So if we break it down, because a lot of people, I was gobsmacked. I'll say this now.
So let me just explain the documentary that we're talking about. So basically, it's called Fight Fixing Mafia, and it's basically it's based on a book written by Charles Farrell.
What's it called? What's the book called? Low Life, I think it is.
Low Life.
That's Low Life. Yeah, yeah.
And the conversation was true. I mean, this guy, he used to fix fights, you know, with and on behalf of the Mafia. And he's talking about the whole experience. And when you start to get to the details and the nitty-gritties of how this thing works,
it's incredible. And remember last week, do you know why? I kind of feel, I want to say I'm embarrassed, yeah? Because I've come into this, I'm a fan. This is the thing. And I'm as we do the show, I'm developing and my knowledge is broadening on this sport. But I spoke last week about integrity. When I watched this documentary, I'm here like talking about integrity. I've definitely had arguments like, nah, everyone comes out to fight. What do you think? The pride, the passion, the this, the that, the this? Nonsense. I was chatting complete doo-doo, fam, and I apologize.
It's as real as that, bro. Because like, when he starts breaking down how things work, like, you know, when he talked about the Canelo and Floyd situation, for example,
give them a little breakdown to understand this.
Basically, the explanation that he was talking about, he goes, you have an instance where you have a fighter like Floyd who brings in so much revenue to Las Vegas. He can't lose. One, he probably won't lose based on boxing anyway.
Yes.
But two, he just cannot lose.
Yes.
Because of the business. Then you have Canelo. He's the rising star, right? Now, when you weigh it up, him taking a loss to the greatest fighter of the era isn't going to damage his career. So what do you do to make it look great? You buy one judge.
Yes.
Then you have, so basically, boom. How the thing went, split decision, one judge. You know, you had a majority. How they did it was like a majority victory, something like that.
Yeah.
So it goes, what that does, it allows the narrative to continue that he was just young. Had he gone a bit older, Floyd retires, and now he's replaced him.
Yes.
And I looked at that and I thought to myself, I didn't even think about that, Judge.
There you go.
Because nobody should have. Everybody was just like, what the hell was that? But nobody thought anything deeper.
But he planted a seed. The killer is, and that seed grew into the maddest tree. Because look at him now.
Yeah.
But then it goes. I would say it gets even deeper than that because you know the referee. You know, because when when he speaks about buying judges, this is the coolest thing. Buying the judges is not really buying the judges. He's like, look, they're just happy to be around. So it's that kind of exposure kind of thing. So you say to a judge, hey, you know what? You're going to be here, innit? You know what I mean? And I can now say to the judge, I can say, look after my fighter. Carry on. Go on.
So just saying the 4 ways.
Yeah.
When he goes, the 4 ways that you break that, like how you can fix a fight.
Yep. Number one way, the most concrete way is the fighter.
He's agreeing to get knocked out in the first or second round or whatever. 2, the ref and how he influences the fight.
Yes.
3, because he's basically saying he can do things to engineer the fight.
Yeah.
Stop the fight, break the clinches, keep it distant.
We've seen it.
So we go
and we've seen it before.
Well, look at AJ and Parker. That fight was unusual. Breaking the distance.
Unusual.
You look at Ricky Hatton versus Floyd. Unusual distance break. Like anytime he went inside, break.
Yeah.
Hatton couldn't operate inside.
We saw the fight that we showed the clip of on Monday Night Smoke when the towel was thrown in.
The towel was thrown in and the ref threw it out.
And you know what that makes me say? Because you say now we talk about gambling and he was probably supposed to get to at least another round. He wasn't good enough. And it's like, bro, you are fucking, like, literally, down with him.
You're messing with the piece.
This up. Like, everyone is in trouble. And it's like, this right now, you're not doing
What's that
what you're
conversation-
meant to do.
What's that conversation like when he's there? Because he goes down and the referee kneels down right in his face and starts counting. What's the energy saying? I'm like, oh,
Bruv, big man, shape it up. Big man, don't fuck this up. Listen, they will kill us.
all right, yeah, no, I'm back.
You better be back, fam, because they will kill us. This is what I'm saying.
That's
They
right.
will kill us.
That's right.
This is how mad it is. And I didn't know this, bro.
And the last one was just to buy 2 judges
Yeah.
to secure.
Sometimes
it.
one. Two
Yeah.
is perfect.
2 if you know it's going the distance.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then, so I watched that and I just said, because we talk about this integrity thing, and I like the way, again, UFC does come into conversation because Dana's tried to really protect himself from that. But we don't know we don't know the difference of that sport. I think it's hard because, again, there's not so many. There's one entity. You can control it better and you know what's going on. Dana has full control over that. So if there's cheating happening, Dana has to be involved in some kind of way. But I'm talking for the...
Not necessarily, though, because it's all about betting. When he explained it, it's like, how do you get your money? He's like,
Yeah.
The betting, the bookies, this is how it can go.
Yeah.
So when I tell my fighter to fall in round 1, the bets that I've set off on this fight,
Yeah.
sky high numbers. So that's his payday. So when he's talking about, sort of the fight purse is this and I might take this and that, he's like, this money here
It's
is
just a play.
all in the bookies.
This is all going to the bet.
That's right. So when you look at a situation that he referenced was Manny Pacquiao and Tim Bradley.
Yeah.
He goes, Manny, biggest money guy in the fight at the time in boxing at the time after Floyd. Man, he goes, even in that points, he goes, he's beating up Bradley in this fight.
Yeah.
He goes, it looked like at times he could have stopped him. Personally, I didn't feel like he could have stopped him at any point, but this is where he says. He said, now around that time, the odds are 8-1. He goes, Manny's got financial problems at the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's got tax issues, he's got this and that going on. He's a senator. Money's going all over the place.
Yeah.
He needed peas. So what do? You buy 2 judges to go against you and make you lose.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't do anything bad to you. You're still Manny Pacquiao.
Yep.
And you won convincingly. So
Yep.
everybody runs off and says robbery.
Yep.
So you take care of the judges. It don't matter how the fight goes. Just don't knock him out.
Yeah.
Which would justify the whole he doesn't put the foot down. So I'm looking at it. I'm thinking to myself, Manny Pacquiao's he's not undefeated. Why wouldn't it wouldn't hurt you to get another one? You're
Yeah.
still gonna be Manny.
Yeah.
But now you got mad peas. So how much money you put? Well, imagine put down 10 mil on an 8-1 bet, and you bag it. You think, bro? Listen, that's why you could be so gracious in the post fight.
Yeah. Do you know what? Like, but then, what does that do to you, though?
I want to thank you for everyone who tuned in. Of course you're happy, cuz.
No, but what is that? As a boxing purist, as a fan, it's disgusting. That's the. I know, and I understand. The killer is. I get it. Everyone's got to think about. Forget legacy. Your children. Yeah, I understand the argument.
When you break down legacy, though,
Mhm.
legacy realistically is not something you get. It's just how you're gonna be spoken about.
But is that not important?
Yeah, of course it is. But like,
Because at the end of the day, you don't take it with you, bro.
But what happens though when something becomes more important to you? And I always come back to this family, bro.
No,
Like,
but and that's what I'm saying.
I don't want to ever be in a situation where I'm the man and I can't provide for my family.
No, I hear that, bro. But then sometimes I get, and that's providing for your family is key, right? We're talking about multimillionaires that those children don't really have to work. We got generational wealth because of what we done, Then it gets to a stage where, at the end, when it's all said and done, it's like, who was he? What kind of man was he? Yeah.
I hear you.
There was a moment where he talks about there's a heavyweight that no matter what, he was not taking anything, and some I don't know if maybe I'm being immature in my thought process of this thing, but you might want to be that guy. You might want to be that person that is spoken about in a different light to the norm.
I hear you, but on the conversation of legacy versus those type of opportunities,
Yeah.
Like, again, what is the circumstance that a fighter speaks from when he says, "Nah, I'm not interested in that"? Because if you're sitting there broke, the value of that conversation, that interaction is huge. But if you're already rich, you're good to be able to say that. These guys have only fought in their life. And that's the thing about fighters' journeys, is that anybody can pick themselves up from any way you came into this world and turn your life around, dedicate yourself, and you can be in these conversations to make this kind of money. So if you you've dedicated your life, but you just realize you're actually mediocre. Like, you're trying as hard as you can, fam, and you're top 7 fighter. Like, it's still up there, but you're not up there like that. But then a phone call comes, or a man walks into your change room and says, "Yo, go down inside 2, and I will quadruple your purse." And you're like, "Right, you was glad for the 1.2 mil or whatever."
But doesn't it make it? It's hard to judge. And what the thing is, every game needs rules, right?
Yeah.
That's what they say. Now it's hard to judge the game. It's hard to look at it properly and say, because we look at fighters and say you're the greatest because your record says you're the greatest. But it says, well, the records are not real. Like, nothing here is real, because I don't know.
A lot of it
now
isn't real.
you can tear down an era and say, we don't know what is false, what is fabricated. We don't know what is real here. So how do we judge them to these standards when, again, like, looking at this thing, I can say to a fighter that could have probably won that night, you're not winning because it doesn't suit me. I've built a fighter and I've been robbed somewhere, or to situations that, again, we bring in the mafia, we bring in outside parties who tell me, listen, the odds today are crazy. Vegas has said, yeah, you got no chance. And just to mention, I'm an up-and-coming fighter that probably could win. But Vegas is telling me, and then I heard, remember what the guy said? He said, I spoke to a fighter and said, big man, he ain't going to win this fight. And he's like, no. He's like, he literally said, they will kill us. You're going to lose this fight. Yeah. So, and then what does that do to a fight? Because you talk about the mindset. You know, when he said when he was trying to understand fighters, he said he looked at a few things. And this is what brings, I want to throw this point into the wilder conversation that we have later. He says he looks at their skill. Then he says he looks at their background, their story, what they do. Have they got a family? Have they got loads to lose? Then he says the storyline, the actual what's driving them. Will they die before this moment? And this is why, again, just to bring up the Wilder thing, the background for this Wilder fight, is crazy. Because he's built up right now, in his head, he's built up this thing. He's built up this understanding of him that is like, I'm the guy, I've been cheated, I've been disrespected, I've been mocked by my nation on Black History Month. I can't let this happen. And remember, the struggle of the black man out in America over to us is very different.
But I think what he was saying refers to a certain level of fighter. He wasn't the guys he was talking about, they weren't all top level candidates.
Okay.
So when he's talking about how guys live and all these type of things, I'm like, okay, cool. I hear that at a certain level.
Conditioning as well.
Yeah. Not the top flights. Some man, they might even be disinterested. I remember having a tweeting back and forth with Ashley Theophane. And he was like, a lot of fighters didn't even want to be fighters. They just, this is what fell in their lap. They're now boxers because of it. They're not in this thing because they love the sport. Yeah. So if that's someone's position, don't tell him about legacy. He ain't here for that. He's a prize fighter. This is prize fighting. This is for the prize. Yeah. So you put people like that in a position to make money. A lot of these people are going to go against what they believe is right and wrong because it's a payday. Payday. You want payday. I know that. I know that. So I look at these things and I'm like, cool, I had a Wilder situation. Yeah. But remember when he talked about Mike Tyson? Yeah. Mike Tyson, he's living a wild life at this point. Goes on, he's on trial. He goes, who do you think wanted him in jail more? He goes, nobody wanted him in jail more than Don King.
That's crazy.
He goes, why? Because he goes, the madness needed to stop.
And he wanted to make this value go up again.
Well, no, he's looking at he's not looking after himself. Yeah. He's not training. He's not living a life. He actually cannot box anymore. So getting him out of there keeps the enigma is still alive. Yeah. Yeah? He's away. So they reach out to Mitch Green.
Oh, man. Right? And Mitch Green is a real one, And
he says to Mitch Green, when whatever press conference this is or whatever, step to him and bang him in the face.
He says no, he's gonna bring him to jail. He's gonna get him into the jail, into the prison. And if anyone just a little backstory on Mitch Green, I think they was at a shop. It's mad. They was at a shop, and Mitch has seen him. They've gone through back and forth. They've already beefed before. They've already beefed before. They've already scrapped in the street already. But I think they've seen each other in the shop. And it's gone down.
It's got it cracking.
In the shop, I'm talking, it's bad though. So Mitch hates him.
So when they're chatting and he's like, listen, all you got to do
Both are
go
broke.
in there.
Both are broke.
Mitch is broke from this standpoint, So we're talking integrity. He's saying to Mitch, look, bang him, do whatever.
I'm gonna bring you to jail, bang him.
And then afterwards, bro, we got a big fight. He said, "How much are you getting paid for this?" And he tried to downplay it like, "Oh, it's nothing crazy."
Yeah.
He goes, "Listen, you're getting paid $1 million, innit?" And he's like, "Yeah, but like if you win, yeah, he can't fight." He goes, "You win, you'll be up making more money." He goes, "Is he gonna make money?"
Yeah, he said, how much is
How much
Tyson?
is he making?
How much does Tyson take from this?
That's right.
He's like, obviously more.
He goes, "I'm not making that man no money." That's how much he hated Tyson, to the point where he's like, "I don't want to make peas if it means you make peas."
And he said, and they're both broke. And at that
They're
time,
both broke.
they are incredibly broke. Mitch is broke. He said, "I'm not putting any money, even though my pockets can't manage it." But that's when that's ego, innit?
That's
pride. That's pride.
I mean, yeah, that's crazy. But like, for me, these conversations get to bigger places
Yes.
because we constantly see how fighters get treated.
Yeah.
So when I'm seeing that stuff like this happen, I'm like, it's not that I'm co-signing or I'm with it. I'm just not surprised.
Are you hurt by it though?
Am I hurt? Not at all. I don't get hurt by any of the punches that they have to take.
Drop a bomb for that once.
Am I hurt? The audacity of me to be hurt.
What about the beauty of competition though?
Look, man, when you find out that Father Christmas ain't real,
Yeah.
you still buy presents for your kids.
So you're saying still watch even though you know it's not real?
Like he said, the majority of fights are legit. But there are these ones.
He cast too many aspersions.
Of course.
Now I'm looking at every ref.
But you know
I'm
what the
looking at,
problem
because
is?
we've seen decisions.
But
Just imagine I can say to a ref, how can I say to a judge, yo, look after my boy?
the problem is, though, when you see a real fight, you know it's real. So when you see those same fighters suddenly are moving mad, we say something's not right here.
No, but again, we
Like
can get,
Chisora versus Dillian White, and the ref
Oh,
suddenly
that was a robbery.
takes another point. How is that going to affect Chisora?
even the way I knew Chisora won that first one. Yeah, the first one versus
Yeah,
Dillian.
it's bad for business.
But they say follow the money.
Follow the money. It's bad
Follow
for
the
business.
money. There's no way, because I looked at it even before the fight. I was watching the fight saying they can't give this one to.
That's right.
Chisora's got no more ceiling. Chisora's fought Klitschko.
That's right.
He's fought everyone.
That's
it's
right.
like we've been here before. Now with the rebrand though, it's interesting because almost like what Base did, didn't it? Like he's changed his. It's almost like
Who's
you're a
the kid?
new character.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? But end of the day, you're still you. You still
you, yeah.
Yeah. And Dylan, it makes more sense to say I've got a new up and coming heavyweight that could be a problem for the scene. You know what I mean? So that's why Chisora got. So now I've witnessed this over and over. When we was in Vegas, we saw the maddest robbery. Now I'm watching fights, and I want to watch a fight and just focus on the two gladiators in the middle.
Yeah.
Now when I'm watching a fight, I'm saying, hey, that referee's getting involved a lot, you know. Or I watch a fight and say, those judges might be doing their thing as well. It's too much.
No, but the thing is, this is what I'm saying though. We will see it for ourselves. We'll know what we're looking at. Like I'm yet to see. I don't know. I maybe.
Well, you don't know if you haven't seen it. You're actually saying you don't know if you haven't seen it because
That's what
again,
I'm saying. I'm rating
these
myself
are
too
more
highly.
skilled.
I'm rating myself too highly, but at the same time, when you see a real fight, there's no mistaking it because these men are going for it. Like men are throwing shots. You don't know this guy can just take that shot.
But
You know when a shot is pulled and when it's thrown with like complete gusto.
But then when we say the Bradley fight, we will call that a real fight, not knowing that it was
No,
again.
that was a firm robbery.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
felt
But
like
then
I hated Manny Pacquiao and I said it was a robbery.
But Pacquiao was in on the
Allegedly,
thing.
he wasn't. He didn't confirm that. He speculated that. But
That guy speculated.
It added up wonderfully.
That guy speculated a lot of things.
So let's check this one out.
Come on.
Another one of his speculations about the judge. There was a female judge for the Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis fight.
Yeah.
Right? And it's crazy. So basically, in March, a 48-year-old Atlantic City municipal accounts clerk, Eugenia Williams, came to Madison Square Garden thinking what fun it would be to judge the heavyweight title fight between Holyfield and Lewis. She never imagined that scoring a bout in Holyfield's favor would launch 1,000 investigations and knock the already wobbled sport into the ropes. After all, Don King, Holyfield's notorious promoter, was paying her $5,000 for the gig, and she was just an anonymous occasional fight judge who'd recently declared bankruptcy. So now we're looking
Do you want
at
to
this
ask questions on
situation.
this one?
So now we're looking at the situation, and it's just like, oh, so you've got motivation to do whatever is being told.
Yeah.
Like, so you're gonna follow instruction.
A bankrupt judge, it just sounds crazy
A
already.
bankrupt judge is
It
a
just sounds like
vulnerable,
it's
vulnerable target.
how we. How good are you gonna judge a situation when you got financial?
It's like-
you're in financial straits, bro. You are-
5 bags if you're free on Saturday.
I'm bankrupt.
This is all I just need you.
Where would you like me to be?
I just need you to sit ringside at the fight,
Yeah.
make a couple notes.
How'd you like me to do it in the notes? In
But
red pen or blue?
But ultimately,
Yep.
Holyfield wins on your card.
No problem. How would you do you want me to go all the way out unanimous on my card, or
No, let's make it close. 116, 114.
do you know what I'm gonna say? You tell me exactly how to score the rounds.
Got it.
That's what I'm saying. That's how mad it is, and this is what I'm saying because it's just unfair. And again, he says not all the fighters know. So one fighter might. Sometimes the fighters don't know.
Sometimes the fighters have no idea.
Sometimes-
I don't think for a second that Holyfield was trying to get a dirty judge in
No.
there to fight Lewis. I believe
No way.
Holyfield believes he could have beaten Lewis. But Don King is in the mix. He not trying to allow his money to get mixed up. And with this conversation, I know now, follow the money. Always follow the money. You look at Floyd's fights.
Yep.
And sadly, they're under scrutiny.
They have to be.
But not just Floyd, though.
Everyone.
Any money fighter of any era, you go and look at their fights and you say to yourself, there's no way to beat this guy on the points. Canelo, today,
Bro,
going against him on points, and that's your game plan, is almost stupid.
don't just go overseas.
Let's look at...
Let's go over here. KT Taylor. That's the one we can talk about. We saw the Pursuit fight, and we said to ourselves,
It's a bit weird.
that's weird. Again, and then we get upset at home like, oh my God, but someone might have said, I'm just saying, if this is how the game works,
But she's the most
she
invested.
can't lose.
She's the most invested
It
one.
costs too much.
That's
She's carrying, and even other women might agree, you know what? We need to keep her in position.
Just to help
She
us.
helps us.
Canelo,
She
Triple
loses.
G
Yep.
won.
Yeah.
Triple G won that fight.
Yes.
But it's bad for business for Triple G to be the guy.
It's bad for business.
Look at Canelo today. That apple cart would have been destroyed. The
But
game is looking crazy.
But this is why, this is why I'm trying to get you to understand with me. We talk about boxing being, once you get into the ring, it's me versus you. Well, this is one of the reasons I love it. Like my social structure, my who this, or I can't use my privilege in the ring. I just have to be better than you. But now knowing, whoa, it's not as the construct that you imagine in your head is not that, because there's other outside entities that can decide what happens in this ring. Be it the judge,
yeah.
be it the ref. When he mentioned the ref, and you think to yourself, yeah, like I've seen refs give someone more time. I've seen refs disrupt a fight, stop the clinching, pull fights back and say, give a fighter time. I've seen refs move wild.
It's when you see them do that count where it's like the guy's been knocked down. He did it against Taylor.
Yeah.
And I forgot the guy's name. It's jarring. Anyway, the undisputed fight.
Yeah.
Knocked down. Gets up. They're about to go again. They break them apart for no reason. Walk to me.
Yes.
All right, let's fight. Break them.
Yeah,
All right, Jet
yeah,
Taylor
yeah,
back. And I'm
Yes,
like,
yes.
oh, this little time that you're getting there, these little pockets.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And it is sad because we watch boxing and, you know, we want the genuine experience.
I'll say Carlos Ramirez.
Yeah, Carlos Ramirez.
Yeah.
So we watch boxing. We want the genuine experience. I want to know that it's unlikely that it's a foregone conclusion.
I might as well watch WWE, fam.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I might as well rush The Rock in that, man. Because if it's already predetermined and it's like, yeah, you're going to win WrestleMania, bruv, I might as well watch that, bruv. I come here for realness. I come here to be like, anything can happen
But
tonight.
The problem is there's too many places to look.
That's it.
Because if a fighter can just decide, look, tell my cousin in Texas to bet crazy on this fight.
Yeah.
Who's to know? Do you know what I mean? There could just be him and his cousin in on it. So that's why it's like, I'm not going to change my perspective on boxing entirely because things like this happen. Because things like this happen in all sports that we just have never paid attention to.
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean? Like swimming, horse racing. He mentioned horse racing.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like, either way, it's the world we're in.
Either way, like, again, I'm going to pretend I don't know that. It's like how I like to watch Evander Holyfield.
Yeah.
I know, like, I look at Evander, I'm like, okay, he's one of my favorites, but I'm not going to do a deep dive. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to be like, it's normal what you've done. It's normal how you've gone up and down in weight and you achieved these great feats.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, because again, you'll spoil it. Sometimes you don't want to peek behind the curtain because you might not like what you see.
No, I hear you.
You know what I mean? And I think now, again, I watched that documentary. I will be closing the curtain, fam, because I want to enjoy it. I don't want to think, but at least now when a robbery happens, I might not be as angry with the person getting robbed because I'm like, you're getting paid too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, you watch a robbery and be like...
That's the thing. You ever see a fighter when he's not that upset about being like a horrible decision? He's just like, end of the day, the judges, they got to do what they got to do.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at that guy very suspicious.
Remember, we saw a fight the other day when there was this guy mashing up work. It was a UK fight card and he totally won it. It was the day that Adelaide fought. That fight, yeah. Totally bad for business for him to lose at this stage. Business.
He's a prospect.
Bad for business. Follow the money.
That's right. The opponent was only brought in to give him some rounds.
Yeah.
He messed it up and tried to
win. And
the
opponent actually tried, and we're not going to see that opponent ever again.
Look at...
Because he went against the rules.
Look at Dillian White and what's that guy's name? Rivas. Why don't we see Rivas again?
Rivas broke the rules.
That's it.
You can't come in here and do too much.
So let's I definitely recommend taking a look at that, guys. Fight Fixing Mafia, Charles Farrell.
Brilliant.
Great watch.
It's brilliant.
Matchroom
versus
Sky, DAZN. It's a lot, bro.
Eddie Hearn, is Eddie Hearn bad mind?
Why do you say that?
Again, Eddie Hearn's been angling for AJ to be on DAZN since DAZN was being announced. You know, Sky Addison was like, well, we got AJ no matter what. You know what I mean?
This be the man.
Yeah. He was in that bag. Yeah? Now, there was a weird moment when AJ kind of signed to DAZN. Remember when he's been there. He's been in the mix.
Yeah.
And it's like, I know Adam Smith was looking at that one because think about it, business, innit? He's like, real, why has he got your number though? You know what I mean? You know, like the man is like, what's going on?
AJ's like, DAZN keep calling me, but he's like, when did you exchange yourself?
Yeah, like, what's going on there? Do you know what I mean? Like, I keep seeing you at the weigh-ins and that. You're involved. Like, what's going on? So this is not like, this hasn't happened from nowhere. This has always been the plan. You know, I think there's that comedian that says people like about the women dating and they monkey bar into relationships like this. So they kind of hold on to you. And like,
Cadet.
Yeah.
She does the monkey bar thing when she swings on, but she don't let go.
Yeah. This is what it's been.
Rest in peace, Cadet.
This is it, man. This is what the game has been. It's like AJ is always known DAZN was coming. Eddie Hearn's known DAZN was coming. That was the big. He was talking about it. It's like, no, don't worry about Sky. We're commissioned to Sky.
What I like though is that AJ's kind of separated himself from both sides, and he's doing 258 management. Whenever Eddie Hearn speaks about what AJ's doing or what AJ's going to decide, it's never what we decide. It's what AJ and 258 are deciding. So there's a clear, like,
there's a distinction.
Exactly. So like the boundaries are clear. I think AJ is setting himself up for the late stage of his career where legacy gets cemented, and also after boxing. Eddie Hearn is forward thinking with Matchroom, where it's like AJ's got to recognize I'm the boxer in the mix. You're the promoter. You go on after me. So I got to do what I'm doing here, and we can still meet and have that relationship that we've had.
I feel like Sky would have felt blindsided because remember as we drive through we see that big picture of AJ. AJ is a massive commodity to Sky. We're talking this is our box office champion. When AJ, let's not talk about American stuff. I'm talking for the UK. AJ is box office, no matter what. Now that's going, you know, and
it's in a mad situation because now they got Top Rank coming in, and Boxer, BOXXER, and they're coming through, and it's a wild one because people are underestimating the influence and impact of Eddie Hearn. Yeah. So when you come in with someone like Top Rank as the replacement, you say to yourself, is Bob Arum going to be the one that is now trying to keep the attention of the fight fans? Because that's
Top Rank's shows. The only thing that I'll argue is that Top Rank do a lot more shows. There's a lot more American fighters. The problem is the time. If they can change the time zone that these guys are getting busy, it makes total sense. Because you can really, you're bringing these fighters that are exciting. Your Top Rank, I've watched a few Top Rank shows. Yeah, the production-wise, you ain't getting the fireworks. It's very low. Yeah. Even the camera work is a bit,
It's just
even
okay.
The quality of the cameras, I'm saying a lot of things like even. But
it's just okay.
But the fighters though. There are some prospects that come through. They say, I will follow you, and the characters behind them, those guys.
You got to remember, you're dealing with a fan base that have been spoiled.
Yes, we
for
have.
the last 2, 3, 4 years.
It's true.
We've had fights on our time, Saturday night. We sit around and we watch it. We get to know the fighters. Eddie Hearn's in the mix. We know what Eddie Hearn has been saying.
Yeah.
Fighters come
And we
through.
trust Eddie.
We know them. We love them. There's all of that going on. It's, Derek is, we've got names that they're not even championship threat, but we just love them.
Yeah.
That's what we've got. And now you're going to bring us American fighters.
No, but do you know what can be done?
That we don't know. We don't know these guys.
Do you know what can be done? And you lot, cut the check. That's all I'm saying is cut the check. Because we're here, yeah? And the problem is you can't come over here and not have a UK voice. It's stupid. Do you know what I mean? If you say come over and say, yeah, give them the same thing, and that's it. If you say,
and hope it lands.
give them us,
But
we're not going to do anything to make it for you.
But even DAZN are going to have to do that same thing.
Yeah.
Because they've got a very American-facing like product.
Yeah.
All their content, American, and that's fine. But now you got someone
No,
like
it's
Eddie
not
Hearn.
fine.
No, it's fine when you're just operating in the States.
Okay.
If the voice doesn't speak to the UK like that, they'll come for the fights that they want to see.
Yeah.
Not just the ones you're putting on.
I'm telling you, like, you have to be aware of culture and aware of people. You know what I mean? And you can't now, and that's the biggest mistake that Bob Aaron will make, is not speaking to the culture and becoming one with the culture. That's what we're really arguing right now.
That's right.
Can Top Rank work? Of course it can. If you let the voices make sense. You know, and I'm not just talking about us. I'm talking about using some UK people. You want to hear that UK
100%.
voices because it's over here.
We're not gonna adjust to if you put Roy Jones Jr. for example on the commentary team. That's not connecting with the UK audience. That's not keeping anybody engaged to wake up at 4 a.m. The only people that are gonna be following this journey with Top Rank are the hardcore fans.
Super hardcore.
Then you have Boxer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which they have the competitions. You know I don't know what's the I can't remember what it's called. Savage Dan and those guys, yeah, they work on that team. So you got guys who are like doing the free fight combo tournaments in one night and all that kind of stuff. Or maybe I'm getting that wrong, but that level of boxing is very different.
Yes.
We're talking grassroots professionals.
Yes.
So in between that and Top Rank, there's a huge gaping hole there.
Yeah, we're talking that losing out on next gen and all this other stuff.
The best direction for them to go in would probably be MTK.
Yeah.
Because their stable's deep.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They could have fights that could make people tune in on a Saturday night. Their commentary team ain't too bad either. They got, Spencer's over there and a few other guys.
Don't you think it's a bit weird that they didn't go for it on speculation thing?
It's not weird.
Don't
at
you
all.
think it's weird that
No, it's very obvious as to why they didn't go.
Okay.
I think, for example, the affiliation with certain news stories going on, I don't think Sky Sports would ever enter.
So they went all the way to Top Rank.
So Top Rank is crazy for me, but who else is there? Now was a good time for a emerging UK promoter to start using the profile and get up there. Do you know what I mean? These guys have got to adjust. Eddie Hearn has played this game wonderfully these last few years.
Played his hand so
Even
beautifully.
when he was low, he stayed in front of those cameras and he's kept accessible to fans.
Yeah.
And he's now made himself a commodity in the mix.
Yeah.
So when he walks you to the ring and decides that you're now worthy of my walk-in, that says something huge about you. When Okoli walked in with Eddie Hearn, that said, okay, Okoli's next.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's how valuable he's made himself.
You see it with the way that he's standing next with Conor. Well, he's kind of in the mix with Conor.
It's coming.
You see Conor there.
If
like
Conor
Eddie's checking.
Yes. If
You know
Conor
what I
goes
mean?
to fight Sean Porter, he'll be there. Right by side of him.
There you go. And it's got interesting. I just wonder though, so I want to ask this question about Matchroom though. Is this a good move for Matchroom on DAZN, on that platform? Is this because you have to get people to change their consumer mechanisms, their consumer habits.
Yeah.
People like the ease.
They like to
of
do
it.
things a certain way.
I'm gonna use Versus as a perfect example.
Go for it.
Versus on Instagram.
Mhm.
Yeah, loved it. Perfect. I always watched it. Versus gets bought out. It's fantastic. Great for the brand. Amazing for the brand. But then, do I watch it? Hell no. They've leveled it up. but it's not. I used to. It's so accessible.
It's the authenticness of it being on IG Live.
There you go.
That made you just go, I can't believe what I'm seeing here is on IG Live, and that's Babyface and my like. Yeah, it's a lot there.
It was easy, and it's the way I came there because look at how IG Live works.
Yeah, it just pops up.
There's already a culture within IG Live.
Yeah.
As in, I FaceTime you, we both there, and that's a relationship. Now you're saying, fuck the relationship. You're just gonna live here and do it. No, because as a consumer, and that's the problem is, I love Versus. Did I go over there? No, I didn't.
But I think it's different on the basis that
Talk to me.
Versus is something that inspires. It plays to your curiosity. It tries to get your intrigue where you're just like, Ross, so Babyface and him are going to be playing songs back to back. I kind of want to hear how it sounds. When it's a fight that you want to see, it's not curious. I mean, it is curiosity, but it's also a stronger drive where it's like, Canelo Alvarez versus Charlo. I'm watching this. How do I get to see this? It's now just, how do I make this happen? I don't actually care about the zone. I want to see the fight I want to see. So on that basis, they're not going to lose out on people. If I ask you,
have to have to draw.
No, but if I ask you, where's the fight? And you tell me, I go and find out. I go and learn what I need to learn.
Okay, I'm with you.
You see what I'm saying? Like the same technology that you're saying that people might not be able to operate or understand is the same pay-per-view booking technology.
Yeah.
Man have to go online and sign up to this and sign up to that. Man will find a way to get what they want to see.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly feel that there will be a drop-off. There will be people that just stay still. And you got to remember the boxing audience. You know, to a lot of there's a reason why Billy Joe Saunders put out his statement on Facebook. They're there. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're there. You know what I mean? Like,
so funny you say that. It's true.
Do you know what I'm saying? The boxing audience, again, is I don't know. I know who they are. I know who they are, but we know exactly where they are in time. You know, have they just came with the times? That's why, again, Frank Warren will do a poster at the lights and be like, someone will drive up to the lights and like, I'm getting to that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's gonna happen. Now it's obviously now with social media boxing, there's a new thing happening. With this, I don't know what it's called, social stars or something, social
media boxing.
So there's this new social media boxing thing. It's like a championship that they're doing.
Okay.
And TikTok versus
YouTubers versus TikToks.
Yes, but I think there's a name, social championship or something crazy. But there's gonna be a belt and everything. They're creating this thing, bro. When I looked at the production,
Deji, by the way, Deji looks garbage. By the way, I'd fully batter him, and the reason why I say that is just because obviously I tried to get the KSI fight.
Yeah,
man, I'm moving mad, but I'd batter his little brother just to get his attention.
Do you know why Deji's taking the piss? Because Deji wore the Mike Tyson towel thing.
It was garbage.
Did you see how bad it was?
It was garbage, bro.
Somehow it needs to come up now.
I'd get him the hell out of here, bro.
Yeah, it was the worst towel. He didn't even feel it. Like it was nuts.
It's outrageous, bro.
Yeah.
You can't wear that and be out of shape. You're going to put on the Mike Tyson outfit and be out of shape. I'd get him the hell out of here 1 round.
I think he's retired now, though.
I hope so.
Deji retired?
Yeah, he said something like...
No, he didn't say he's retired. I saw the video he put up, fam.
What's the video say?
He said he's taking a break from social media, but he's coming back. He'll get this right. He said he obviously needs to work on his stamina. Fam, I'd batter this youth, fam.
Deji, man, Deji, it was a shame still.
Bro, I'd batter him and look right down the camera and be like, raw, KSI, look. Bro, where's the camera from? I'd be like, big man, I just battered your little bro. I know you're upset. I'm the one that did it. When you're ready, let's go.
Drop a bomb, please.
Telling them, man, I'm the one that did it.
Yeah, to your little brother.
Bro,
no, but I feel that
your little bro, and I'm the one that did it.
I feel. Do you know how I planned it out, bro? I know how we get this KSI fight. What you need to do is go into this this YouTube social YouTube championship division. And you need to clear it, fam.
That's what I'm saying. I start with Deji,
bro.
Work my way
you
through,
need to clear the division.
Cool.
Call out the man, and you'll get the fight. Yeah. Literally, there is actually a plan. Go into that. I don't know if you can commit to that, but if you want to clear out the division,
how many fights is this?
I think you need to have at least 3 fights there. 3 fights. If you can get it done in 2, if you do a madness. You know, because we'll put the machine behind you, bro.
I said the machine.
Bro, do you not know what we're doing about fight picks? Do you not know what we'll put down? We will, listen.
We said after all this talk, I'm going down in round 2.
No, not that machine.
Just taking a knee.
Not that machine. The machine is like, that's my fighter. Watch out for him.
So what you saying? Like, you're looking out for me if like the first minute I take a jab and I go down and I'm out, like fully rolling, grabbing my side, all kind of nonsense.
No. We have to send a message.
You watch
so what I need you to do is knocking guys out. And every time, where's KSI? That's all you say.
In the post fight.
We're not talking.
That's
Again, I'll have to take you off the podcast for a little while because there needs to be mystique about you not talking. All I need, your words, where's KSI?
That's all I've said for months.
You bag a man, where's KSI? Press conference, where's KSI? Do you know what I mean?
Straight.
That's it. That's all man has heard you say.
Pull up on his
You
house.
get the
fam.
fight.
Pull up at his yard.
Yeah.
Knocking the door at his parents' house. Where's KSI? Fam.
T-shirts, we'll go crazy.
Imagine
we
the phone
get that
call.
fight.
Imagine the phone call from your mum. There's a guy coming around here asking for you. What's going on? Who is this brother?
Is it Travis again? Because look what, and you see what happens. Crushing in the gym, fam.
Bruv.
Look what's happened to Conor.
Conor Benn's really embracing that, you know. I love
Conor
it.
Benn's crushing in the gym. Fam.
He's like, yeah, I'll be working in the gym. He goes, what am I gonna say next?
Crushing in the gym. No one does it like me.
Fam, tell him, Tony.
No, but again, the thingy fight was really far away. I'm saying it. The fight between you and KSI, I was like, that's a distant dream. Now with this YouTube championship, I'm just saying, bro.
It's different, isn't it?
I'm just saying. I don't know if you're like, if you can dust off the
Clearing out the division is long though. There's bare man, fam. That's a lot of that's a lot of time to be giving into this thing. I'm like that.
YouTubers, fam.
I get Deji out of here, play on the
Deji.
family thing. You know what I mean? Draw him out the cave and just get him out of here, bro.
Again, you have to operate in total disrespect. So when you mash up Deji, do you know what I mean? When you're holding him, hold him in the thingy. Where's your brother?
I'll stand there so the mics can pick it up.
Yeah. Where is he? Then let him go, but drop him so he falls on the 360 thing that Lamar Odom versus
Aaron Carter.
You got Aaron Carter him. So he 360s, drops to the floor, you stand over him like, seriously though, where is he? Do you know what I mean? This is the energy
100,
to get KSI, bro.
Adesanya, fam.
What's that?
Israel Adesanya from...
This is what he said. We never, again, this is why UFC, I swear to you, I don't want UFC to do this to me. And we will argue about this.
It was cold, though. It was cold.
He said he had a fight. This is Israel's Adesanya's last fight. He gets the guys tried to choke him out, tried to get him on the floor. Israel's not really known for the wrestling, jiu-jitsu type thing. Anyway, he gets out of it. Then he stands over him, he grabs him by the neck, and he says, at that moment, I looked at him and we both knew that his hope was gone. I saw in that moment he was hopeless.
Fam.
And I said, if these are how UFC fighters are talking on the regular, I will be pulling up.
Fam.
How can you say us
What do you mean you'll be pulling up?
just to see what's going on?
I thought you meant to fight these men. I was about to say, how could you
No,
get that
I won't even take. I won't
Oh.
even take, bro. I won't even take Dave Allen, fam.
Hold on.
Like,
Would you fight Takam though?
Never.
Who would you fight that's in the pro ranks?
I need to check out some bantamweights. Because if Lamar Odom's allowed to get what he did up, I'm allowed to fight the greatest bantamweight, fam.
You're gonna fight a teenage Manny Pacquiao.
Payday, you want payday. I know that.
Oh my days.
I know that.
I know that.
Nah, but again, I want to say this though.
Go on.
This is the greatest finesse. You know, we always praise Mayweather for being the greatest with the finesse, and Mayweather has finessed us many times.
Yeah.
But the greatest finesse has to actually go to Canelo Alvarez. Spoke English all along. I'm telling you right now, yeah. Canelo has been in interviews. You've been seeing him nodding, smiling.
At the right times.
Had the cheeky translator, bruv.
I know.
That translator weren't necessary.
Even with the English he's speaking now, there's some interviews where he just does have a translator.
Yeah.
That translate. And the maddest thing is, you know when it's like, you know when football players, they got it down to a T. It's like,
Yeah.
speak, stop. Speak, let him get it. Speak, let him get it. Canelo was giving strong paragraphs, fam. And then you know the guy's coming afterwards with
Yes.
the mad edited version, like the breakdown of what he said.
Do you know why I know Canelo speaks English? Because sometimes the translator's doing too much, and Canelo looks at him like, I didn't say that. But he can't. He don't want to. didn't want to say wrong because that means he knows, innit? Why you be looking at the translator? I didn't say that.
Listen, English-speaking Canelo is definitely up one of my new favorite fighters.
I'm here for it.
Yeah,
I'm
100%.
here. One more time. Play that, man.
Payday, payday. You want payday? I know that.
Nah. Anyway, so Claressa, this is bad mind to quickly end with Claressa Shields this way.
Yeah.
But I will say it now. Drop a bomb for her. This woman deserves mad flowers. Say what you want about her being in a division that is like
It's not that
shit,
stacked.
it's not that stacked, this, that, and the other. We're talking about bravery. Again, a lot of people have made conversations. I've heard Mayweather talk about going over to fighting MMA. I've heard Dylan White say, you know, I've got a kickboxing background. I might go back to MMA to fight Ngannou. Like, a lot of people have spoken about it. One woman went to do it. And that woman's name is Claressa Shields. Let's put some respect on her name. This woman's walking around unified in
Two different weight classes.
Two different weight class. Like, there's levels to this thing, and we're seeing it right now. And a lot of people won't do it. Yes, it was not UFC, but look what she did anyway. And yes, you can say money this, money that. Listen, she's going for the money.
This is the thing. I mean,
respect that woman.
end of the day, all fighters who fight are prize fighters.
Yes.
So saying to a fighter, "Oh, you're just doing it for the money," is nuts.
Yeah.
Like, you can put some honor in there and all that kind of stuff along the journey and how much dedication is required. That's honorable in itself. To tell them that, oh, you're just doing it for the money is nuts.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it just highlights the fact that we don't value our women boxers.
That's right.
When you have someone with that stat sheet, those accolades, and she's being forced to leave the sport to make some money. Which is crazy. It's like the opposite round for other UFC guys. They're leaving to try and compete with the boxers to make peas.
She's getting there for the crumbs, fam.
That's what I'm saying. So
Let's go.
it's wild. Anyway, it's the end of the episode.
Undefeated boxing, fam.
Yeah, man. Follow the money.
Oh, listen, yeah. Like and subscribe. You don't know what time it is. We got, like, there's excitement coming, but
We're
listen.
close to 2K.
Oh,
close to
snap.
2K.
Road to
We're like 20 off 2K, bro.
No. When this episode comes out, you lot supercharge. Let's go. Like, subscribe, do what you need to do, fam.
Great. When we get to 2K,
Payday, payday. You want payday? I know that.
Ring the bell, fam. Let's get out of here.
until next week, people. Peace.
Undefeated, you're always gonna go. You ain't.
Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you
Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be.